I wasn't even going to make a video today, but then my buddy Dom, the Who Chaser, sends me 2 photos over Facebook, and it seems that we finally have a clear, lit look at how Sonic the Hedgehog looks in the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog movie by Paramount Pictures. Now, I saw that first poster where they teased a look at his appearance and everything, and I, like everyone else, could not find a single positive thing to say about it, and saw it as quite an indication of what the film would be, because you see that and think, gosh, if there are that many poor decisions in that one silhouetted poster alone, imagine how many poor decisions are gonna be in the film. Just Jesus. But now we actually have a look at it, and admittedly it's promo art, it's not a proper render. However, it does give us some indication of what's in store for us in regards to this design, and I will take my hat off to them, it could have been worse. I mean, I'm not rolling around at the speed of sound with the idea of a realistic look in Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, I think if they wanted to realize Sonic the Hedgehog in this way, then I guess this is kind of the way to go. It doesn't look like they've gone for muted colours, but as I say, these are just artwork renders, not like an actual render of how his character model is going to look in the film. But I've noticed there's one little detail I actually really appreciate, and that is they've gone for the separate eyes thing for the sake of realism. I get that you probably can't make it convincing if his eyes are conjoined together, but they've made the bit of fur between the eyes white to give the same sort of illusion of how his eyes look, and I gotta hand it to them, that's clever. That's actually quite a smart move. In terms of his proportions, yeah, I do not like the fact that he's got an anatomically correct human-shaped body still. I can't quite roll with that. And his head is giving me some serious Werehog/Sonic 06 vibes to it, but at the same time, I can't bring myself to hate it as much as I'd expected. The legs look weird when he's in a normal standing position, I'll say that much. It's weird, but it's not awful. I mean, actually, maybe it is awful. I mean, I've literally only just looked at these pictures now, and I'm still looking at them on my phone, and I'm gradually finding more negative things to say about it. This is live. This is happening here, folks. You are witnessing my real-time reaction and realization of, oh gosh, look at this. Oh man, his nose as well is pointing upwards, and he's got nostrils now. I mean, okay, it's I guess that is how it would look in real life. Oh, he's not even wearing any gloves. Those are literally his hands. They're white. Gosh, that is weird. That is, I mean, it's certainly no Detective Pikachu when it comes to well-realized animal critter designs, that's for sure. God, what the hell is Tails gonna look like? He's got kind of a chubby-looking mouth about him, too. Jesus. This is something else. Yeah, no, sorry, taking a moment to draw a blank. I had that initial reaction of, oh, thank Christ, it still resembles Sonic, but, okay, I guess it wasn't really much of a surprise that they've gone for blue arms now. That's kind of Boom Sonic says hi, I guess. Boom Sonic lives on in that form. I still really do like the white fur between the eyes. That was a decent compromise. That was smart, but oh man, you can see a little glimpse of him in a sort of a normal standing position, just on the far left of the big splash page, and oh man, that looks weird. That looks so weird. I have no idea what to expect. When he's running, looks fine. When he's running and doing like dramatic poses and stuff, that works. But when he's standing up straight, looking like a frickin' lifeguard at your local swimming pool, that's when it gets a bit weird. I know that I think it was Tim Miller had like an interview where he was saying like, it would look weird if he was this otter-like thing, all smooth, without fur, just flipping about and running down the streets of, I think it's San Diego where this is set, or something. And I guess that would look weird, but why would you do that? Like, why not just literally take Sonic's character model, as you see in the HD cutscenes of Sonic Unleashed, let's say, and just stick that in a real-world environment? I don't think people will be asking too many questions. I mean, we've all seen the TV spot for Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, where they're all in the real world, and I don't really have any issue with that. I don't think anyone's going to watch it and go, wait a minute, Sonic's not very realistic, yet he's in a real world. Cancel this film now. I don't think anyone would really say that. Man, this is really battling out with the Blue Core Studios version of Sonic, really. I mean, the Blue Core Studios one, I can give it the benefit of the doubt in that it is made with literally a fan's own pocket, you know? Like, you forgive it for a few misguided decisions, because at the end of the day, it's a take that you're not paying for, you're just watching it on YouTube and having an amusing 19 minutes. Like, kudos to them. They did great with what they, you know, had there. In this case, we're looking at a multi-million-dollar Hollywood film production, and I have no doubt that this is probably going to take some time to render from day to day, obviously. Like, a lot of effort has gone into this. But that is a misfire. That is a misfire indeed. Okay, I'll stick with it. I'll say it could have been worse. I was expecting a lot worse than this. I've seen, like, fan renders where they sort of filled it in. I was expecting something more like that, where it was going to have animal eyes. I mean, there's another weird thing that Tim Miller said, was in regards to Sonic's eyes. They said they need to do something different because we're only used to seeing Sonic from the side in video games. Somebody tell this guy that Sonic has not just been in 2D games and that on the box art he's usually facing the front. I mean, I guess they've clearly taken some inspiration from the modern games with those big green eyes there. I got a lot of weird decisions there. I wonder what Yuji Naka thinks of it. He's been very critical about that first poster and the very idea of a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. He's not been doing the PR team many favors at all. As far as official Sonic designs go, yeah, this is the worst it's ever been. And I don't mean to just sound negative. As you heard earlier, I really tried to be positive. I still am. Like, it looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, that's something, right? I'm just confused about this whole film's existence, to be honest. What is Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik gonna look like? That's the main thing I want to know. Is he gonna wear a fat suit? Is he gonna have a bald cap on? Is he wearing the red? I've heard rumors that he's gonna wear like a leather trench coat that's black and that he's gonna have hair. Like, you can't just stick Jim Carrey in a villainous outfit and call it Doctor Eggman. Like, he's got to have a resemblance. I mean, I guess I've got some faith that he will have a resemblance if this is how Sonic's looking. I'm kind of dreading how the final render looks when actually, you know, in 3D and everything. That's going to be a different game. The logo at least looks a bit better now. It's not in blue neon. And he's got a big ring behind him, so I guess rings are going to play a role in this. What is the point of this? Like, if I'm seeing Sonic the Hedgehog, I want to play Sonic the Hedgehog. I want to control him. I want to go fast myself. I don't want to watch someone else go fast. I might as well just watch a gameplay video on YouTube. And Sonic hasn't exactly been the catalyst of superb storytelling at any point. I mean, I guess it's a cash grab. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Man. Isn't it funny how you hear the start of the video and you hear my enthusiasm, and yet now here I am completely out of steam. I had an immediate moment of excitement because Dom had sent me these pictures, and I was like, ha! It's not that bad. And now I'm just like, but it's not good either. His shoes remind me of those little Skechers water shoes that I used to sell in my first job back at Brentano Shoes. They kind of had the kind of a foamy sole to them, and I used to roll them up into a little ball and stuff because I was so bored out of my brains that I just didn't know what else to do other than just play with the flexi shoes, I guess. Man, my life is exciting and full of surprises. I want to know how Tails looks. Is he going to look like an actual fox with two tails? That's going to be potentially a bit creepy, actually, if they're doing it realistic. I mean, can you imagine that? A realistic fox with two tails? That would be weird, right? Thing is, something that, like, lots of fan art tends to get wrong is when they show, like, Sonic's more fleshy textured parts being fur, and, like, this really only confirms that, like, misconception and everything. In the games, it has been pretty much suggested that that's just flesh, because, like, when you look at him, you think, yeah, that's flesh, and not fur. You can see, like, a furry texture on his, like, blue parts generally when you look at the games. So, yeah, well, okay, fuel to that fire then. Have a fun day, DeviantArt. Okay, enough of that. Okay, so, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie design. What do you think, Sonic fans? Comment below, let's discuss. And as always, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it and you are new here, please do click subscribe. And if you have subscribed already, and you're just back again for more, well, it's always great to see you. In the meantime, there's more Gotham videos to come, and I will do some more Sonic-related content soon, as people do seem to be enjoying that to a certain degree. So yeah, catch you next time, and have a fantastic day. Yeah, weird design, that. Weird. But yeah, have a great day.